Hello everybody, I am Jarrett Ross, a GeneaVlogger, and welcome back to another Professional Genealogist Reacts. On today's video, we will be watching episode 2 of season 8 of Relative Race. Now, the first episode was great. It was a serious tearjerker. Already have some really important meetings. Unfortunately, we had two teams where they found out that their biological mother had passed away already. After that last episode, I still haven't figured out exactly which team that I'm pulling for this season most of all. I think it's probably gonna be either red team or green team, and I'm kind of leaning green team, especially with just how emotionally invested he seems to be with everything. He really seems to be wearing his heart on his sleeve with this whole thing. So I'm kind of pulling for them, but I mean, in all honesty, with Relative Race, you're pulling for them all. That's the thing about it, is you're rooting for almost every team, even though you're kind of rooting for one to be the winners. But everybody wins in the end. But I'm really not going to say anything else. But before we do jump into the video, please be sure to give this a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And be sure to subscribe and click that bell for notifications on future episodes. But with all of that fun stuff said, let's go ahead and jump into the race.
As Stephen is receiving more information about his mom's side of the family from his Uncle Craig.
Stephen and Susan, I know we got to spend a lot of time last night talking about your mom, my sister, Charlene, and I thought that it would be good to spend a little bit of time talking about my dad, your grandfather.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here are some photographs. This is one taken of my father and mother.
That's you?
And that's me in my stripy 70s pants.
Some grandpa, huh?
Yeah.
I love the sideburn.
He was a big sideburn person.
I love sideburns.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to meet my uncle, and I wasn't expecting to see my grandfather either. So it's like a double whammy there. I noticed me and my grandfather had the same eyes, kind of. That in those pictures, he looked very caring and that he loved children. It reminded me of me.
Another thing that I thought you might be interested in knowing is how much my father liked art. He had really wanted to be an architect.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
And so this is one of my favorites just because it's kind of so abstract and I can see this
drafting
kind of
skills.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Handwriting that he would do.
To be able to hold the artwork that my grandpa did 70 years ago was almost like he was kind of there with us. You know, I wasn't able to meet him, but it was like a piece of him was there.
I want you to have this because of your own interest in architecture and that, so you can have that too.
That record of him. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
Saying goodbye this morning is tough, but we know Team Green is coming in strong, and we really need to step our game up today. Today's going to be a good day. We're going to knock out this challenge, and it's going to be great.
Team Green, we're coming for you.
Yes, we are.
Oh, we got a text.
We got a text.
All right. Where are they going today, Dan?
Good morning, teams, and welcome to day 2 of Relative Race.
Team Red will be traveling to New Albany,
Indiana. Team Blue will be traveling to Mount Olive, Alabama.
Team Black will be traveling to Breckenridge, Colorado. And Team Green will be traveling to Amarillo, Texas. Today's first place prize is forcing the 3 other teams
To pull over for 5 minutes. Your time starts now.
Okay. I like that it's forcing the other teams, all 3 of them, not just one. Because that was one issue that I kind of didn't like so much about the last season, where they had like certain advantages you could get, but you'd have to single out a single team. And I get it. It's a competition and it's playing up the whole competition part. But with the feelings of the show and it being about relatives and all of that, I feel like it's a bit too of a negative sort of like, oh, I don't want them to meet their family. I know that, no team really is thinking that, but in a sense, that's kind of how it is with the, singling out a team. So having it where it's okay, all the teams have to stop, so the one team that has the advantage does get an advantage over all the teams. Makes more sense to me than just, disadvantaging one team. So, yeah.
All right, we gotta go. So leaving is kind of bittersweet, but we don't really have too much time to think about it because we gotta go into race mode and then challenge mode and then prepare to start this whole emotional roller coaster over again with a new road.
Okay, just drive down these. Okay, hold it. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go any faster than what I can see. It's getting thicker. Oh my gosh, that's gonna mess up our time. Neither one of us have experience driving in snowy weather, icy roads, any of that. Of course it's 25 degrees and foggy and snowing again. Why wouldn't it be?
Continuing to battle the snow and frigid temperatures, Team Black is headed from Loveland, Colorado to Breckenridge. They have an allotted time, including today's challenge, of 2 hours and 21 minutes.
I want to send something to Team Green.
Okay.
Tell me how this sounds.
Okay.
Good morning, Team Green. We just wanted to let y'all know we love you and our hearts go out to y'all. Safe travels today.
I like that.
Send it?
Yes, send it.
All right. Yesterday, Team Green took first place. So the prize is they get to give a team a penalty today on their challenge. So we figured we would text them first and show them a little love in hopes that they wouldn't give us the penalty.
Playing the strategy game today, Team Blue is making their way from Douglasville, Georgia to Mount Olive, Alabama. Their allotted time is 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Sending. Sent.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we got a text.
We're driving down the road trying to figure out who we're going to send our challenge penalty to.
And before we can even send it, we get a text from Team Blue.
Oh.
What? What? What?
Good morning, Team Green. We just wanted to let y'all know we love you and our hearts go out with y'all. Safe travels today. By the way, before y'all give out that penalty, did I mention how beautiful of a couple y'all are?
Team Green says
We love you all so much,
but we have to
Give out this penalty.
so we give it to...
The team that came in second, Team Blue. Sorry, guys.
Knew that was coming.
Makes
I
sense.
expected it, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah, we knew this was coming, obviously.
I hope there's not too many more singling out type penalties. Like I said before, I don't know. I just don't like it in this, but maybe some people do. Comment down below. What do you think? Do you like these penalty type of advantages where they single out a team? Or do you think if there's going to be a penalty sort of advantage that the penalty should apply to all the teams and not just one?
Oh, thank goodness. Poor Team Blue, but thank goodness.
Oh, that's hurtful. Amarillo National Bank? Yeah.
Where?
Right there.
Yes. Perfect.
Right there. Stay right there.
Welcome to Amarillo. Your challenge is located at Memorial Park.
320 East Boulder Avenue.
Kim Payton Park, 5810 Bill Noble Drive. Let's go. Go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, roller brakes. There it is.
Yes, it's right there. We made it.
Got faces on it.
Got faces. I don't know what the faces are for.
Get this challenge going. Operation Headhunters.
Day 2's challenge is Operation Headhunters. Using a slingshot reclining launcher, teams must knock over all 6 of their targets, which happen to be in the shape of their competitors' heads.
All right, this is
Player
pretty
aims
funny.
the launcher
This
while
is
the
pretty
other
cool.
sits in the chair and fires the balls. Once all 6 targets are hit, the challenge is complete.
Any penalties though if you hit your own head? Oh, they're not there. It's
You have
only
been
the other
selected for today's
teams.
penalty. You must move the middle 2 targets 5 feet back. Good luck. Moving these targets back 5 feet, I think it's going to make this challenge extremely hard. Thanks, Team Green.
All right, there you go. Right, a little bit over.
There?
Yep.
All right, are you good?
Okay. So on my first go, I didn't hit a single target.
Okay, to the right. I'm sorry, left. Okay.
Dang. Strategy I thought was just to lean back and aim, but I didn't account for the wind.
Go for it. Not high enough. We noticed immediately that it was a little windy out here. We knew we'd have to do something to compensate for that. It took us several shots to figure out what we needed to do to make up for that wind and still keep the direction we needed.
Right there.
We see Team Green's face, and first thing I'm thinking is we're going to hit them in the face hard since they want to pass on that penalty.
Right there.
Almost. Okay, hold on.
We take a few shots, and then finally, perfect shot right in the eye. Okay, switch. Turn.
Oh, I keep missing.
I knocked down Christine, and we're on a roll.
All right, babe, we got one more. We have one more.
All right, it's not that hard. Hit it now. It's the last shot. All right, all I got is one more. I got to get Christine down.
Yes!
Woo! Let's go. Go.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right. Yes! 4 down, 2 to go.
Okay.
All right, right there.
Let's go.
Hurry. Cool.
Your relative lives at 116 Payne Road.
60 South 3rd Street.
2607 South Arm Street.
South Arm Street. I think we're going the right way.
This has got to be it. On. Is this on? It's not on. On. That's it.
One more.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Hi. I'm Steve Dimmitt. This is my wife. Susan.
Hey, I'm Connie, and this is my sister. I'm Lori.
Hi. How are you? Who are you related to, and how are you related to us?
We're Steve's family. We're your cousins
You're my cousins?
on your
We
dad's
are.
side.
On my dad's side?
Yes, we are. We are.
Oh my goodness.
He kind of looks like them. There's like a similarity in the
So
nose.
thrilled to meet you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Connie Martinez, and I'm Lori Harrison, and we are Steve's cousins on his father's side.
We're finding out that this whole genetic thing is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I've never really dealt with it because, you know,
Right.
I was adopted.
Right.
I was overwhelmed to find somebody related to my father this early in the race. I always thought that my father was a non-issue, like nobody could find him. So to find them was pretty amazing for me.
We're so thrilled to meet you. This was so exciting.
I think the realization when I was hugging them and meeting them at first that they were related to my father, there was a hope that they might know my father and have that information for me for the first time. Okay, so do y'all know my dad?
Well, actually, we know your grandmother. Your grandmother and our grandmother are sisters. We're
Okay, so they're second
Okay.
cousins.
Yes. So,
All right.
so we have some more information that we can share with you. Yeah, and,
We're super
and pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Pull up a little bit.
117.
116 right here. Oh my.
Another brother.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Kaylee. This is Jonathan.
Hey, Kaylee. Hey, Jonathan. I'm Andrew.
All right. And who are you related to?
Well, I'm related to you, Jonathan.
How are you related?
You're my brother. Yo, man.
What's up, dude? Nice to meet you, man.
It's good, man.
And then,
You good? You been good? You look good, man. Whoa. I'm Andrew Burkett. I'm from Mount Olive, Alabama. I'm JT's brother. We share the same father.
I can't believe this is happening again today.
I know, right? Yep.
a lot.
He does look alike.
I didn't know
Like,
I had
they
this
have
many
a-
brothers, and that's one of the things I've always ever wanted. When you're face to face with them and you hear I'm your brother, 2 times in a row, man, the world stops turning.
We're here now.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man.
I'm ready to get to talk to you.
Me too. We got so much to catch up on.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm excited.
Me too, buddy.
Man, let me get another hug. I can't believe this. Man, family means everything, you know. Anthony was really the only one that was ever there with me. Always. Out of everybody, it's just, it's always been me and Anthony. And, you know, him going off to the Army was real hard on me. But, it was a good thing, you know. He taught me a lot. He's my hero, man. Like, he's my role model. And I look up to him.
The unique thing that I was knowing from Andrew is that he always said that, you know, he felt that there was somebody else out there that just hit home and deep in a totally different way.
There it is, 878. We get out and we're walking towards the house, and this gentleman comes out and he tries to figure out which one we are.
Rocking the black.
Right there.
Rocking the black.
Christine, Pamela.
No.
Pamela.
Christine? Yes.
Christine.
Pamela.
I'm Craig. I'm your cousin. I grew up with your mother, Diana.
Hi. Oh my God.
I've been waiting for this for 40 years.
Oh, you've been waiting for us.
Forever. Ever since the day you left.
Don't start crying now, Pamela. Too late.
Don't start crying now.
All right, so we get an answer to the story.
Yes, you are.
I heard it.
It's a snowflake in his eye. It's a snowflake in his eye.
My name is Craig Phillips. I am Pamela and Christine's cousin, and I grew up with their mother, Diana. You okay?
No, I mean, no.
You will be.
She needs the full hug.
You will
She
be.
needs the full hug.
Wow.
Full hug.
It's just a feeling I can't explain when someone tells you I've been waiting almost 40 years to meet you. How do I even encapsulate that into words? I lost it at that point, because it was just kind of like, you have? We met Craig's son, Nick, yesterday, who was able to tell us about our biological mother, Diana. And now that we know that Craig grew up with our mother, I'm really hoping that he can tell us a lot more.
It's okay. Want to go inside?
Yeah, sure.
We did it! Found it!
All right, time for him to meet
Oh my
family.
goodness! We did so good!
Hi. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Amani. Hi, great to meet you. I'm Davetta.
Whose relative are you?
Well, this is my daughter Kaylani, and this is my cousin, Desiree. We are your first cousins on your mom's side. And I'm your second cousin on your mom's side.
Oh my gosh.
He does look like them. He does look like them.
I'm Davetta Lee Quiroga. I'm Desiree Lee, and we are Jarrell's first cousin on his mother's side. Great to meet you. Hi, cousin.
All in one. I met 3 relatives in one day, and it was just amazing.
We are here. We are here.
After a really emotional meeting with my brother Andrew, we finally got the chance to get to know each other a little bit. You grew up in Jackson.
Yep.
Who did you live with?
So, lived with our dad, and till I was 10, and then I moved here with my mom.
So we share the same father, but not the same mother.
Right. So we're half brothers,
Yeah.
but in my eyes, we're real brothers, full brothers. So,
We
yeah,
have the same blood.
we definitely have
We
the
have
same
that
blood.
lineage.
Yep.
I know, looking at him, that this is my relative. Like, I see myself in him. I see the tall, lanky lankiness that we all have. It's breathtaking. Like to see that for the second time, 2 times in a row, it's a lot.
He has always had like this very just calmness about him, and I feel that with you.
And that's crazy because everyone's always said that I was adopted because I wasn't like anybody else in the family, really. I was always the calm one. And so that's crazy that...
And now he's here.
And I am. I'm always the laid-back, chill person. That's definitely the blood in us. Knowing that we both have that same feeling that we've always felt empty inside, that we were missing a connection, another piece to the puzzle. And the moment that I met him, I just felt like that puzzle was put together.
This has truly been the best days of my life.
Definitely. Today is definitely one of the best days of my life.
Absolutely.
I take it very hard.
I thank God for this experience that I'm getting now.
So, my dad's side, our grandmothers were sisters?
Yes, we know that your grandmother's Ola.
Ola?
And her sister Augusta was our grandmother. And this, your grandmother, Ola, and your grandfather.
Johnny?
And all of these are their children.
And how many?
There's 8. There's 8 children there.
That's a lot. So, what is Ola and Johnny's last name?
Pruitt.
Pruitt.
Pruitt,
So that means my dad's last name would have been Pruitt.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Do they know which
Seeing
one's
the photo
his
of my
dad?
grandparents and their 8 kids is crazy. I can see where I get my looks from. I look like people. This is one obvious question, though.
Do you mean, so is my dad in this picture?
Yes, there were 5 boys. So
Okay, they don't know.
One of these boys would be your dad.
Now, last season, I think it was Team Red. He knew his grandparents, but he didn't know which one of their sons was his father. And throughout the season, I was kind of guessing, like, oh, are they saving it till the end? So, because I know in past seasons they've done that. So I do wonder, is this going to be another season where they really didn't know which one is his father? They couldn't figure it out? Or hopefully they are able to figure it out. So, one thing's for sure, hopefully all 5 of the boys are still around. It'd be very heartbreaking to hear that, you know, his mother is passed and his father is passed. So we'll have to wait and see. But obviously at this point, they if they do know who his father is, they aren't giving it away.
And we know that only one of these are still living.
Oh, wow.
All the others have passed away. There's only one child.
One boy living.
But we don't know which one he is. And I don't know if we've ever met him because there were so many of the children that we never got to meet, even when we went to visit because they didn't live there.
There's a 1 in 5 chance that one man who's alive is my father. There's a 4 in 5 chance that my father's already gone. So I either have my father or he's already gone and I have an uncle.
I think in life we always hold out hope for the happy ending. And that's what I hope for Steve. I hope that his father is alive.
So yeah, we're have a huge hope that the one that's still alive is his dad.
It's the odds are kind of not that great. So if I don't get to meet my father on the show because he's gone already, then I guess the next best thing would be that I get to talk to my uncle and maybe find out what kind of man he was and get some pictures and maybe get some of those answers from him.
Well, we took him to our hometown Brown Hotel, and they have the hot brown.
And I'm like, I'm always down to eat. I'm always hungry. The hot brown includes chicken, hot turkey, Texas toast, tomatoes, bacon, cheese, a lot of cheese. It has a lot of cheese. And it's hot. And you take that first bite, and it's like, it's hot.
What do you know about your family, or your mom, or do you know her name, or do you know?
So I know my mom's name is Victoria. I don't know her last name. I just know her first name is Victoria.
So then if your mom's name is Victoria, then she is the sister to my dad and her
Which
dad.
makes us first cousins.
Yeah. Take a bite on it. Another thing is that our DNA is a match, but my dad's dad, senior, Eugene as well,
Senior.
was married 3 times. So the reason why we didn't know about you is because there were 3 marriages, but we do know that you are ours because our DNA matches. You are ours. You belong to us. We own you. I'm just kidding.
Learning this information, it's a lot to take in, and it's a great feeling to have all this information, you know, to try to piece a puzzle together.
We were blessed to grow up with our families. Like, these are our blood families. And I'm grateful to God that he was adopted to a good family that took care of him. But it's nothing like knowing your family, knowing home. And we are so excited to extend that love to you and to your wife and to your family. And I know that you had an adoptive family and have an adoptive family. That was wonderful. But we want you to know that you're ours, you're our family, and you're a part of us, and we love you.
Love you guys too.
All right. I was hoping for this. Yeah, you can really see with the aunt on the left, especially, they really look alike, in my opinion.
Christine and Pam received the truth to their mother's death.
I mean, the story that, we were told was that our biological mother left us with a neighbor.
And were supposed to come back for us. For lack of a better term, they abandoned us. Why didn't they look for us? I want the raw story, like tell me all of it. I couldn't be more ready.
So you were never abandoned. Your mother's down in Louisiana, she's 15 years old. And she's got 3 babies in her arms. Well, CPS got involved, and CPS was threatening to take you girls away. And that's how we lost you. Your mother did not give you away. You were never abandoned by any means. The whole thing was supposed to happen to where another family member was supposed to take you girls in and adopt you girls and keep you in the family. And we haven't seen you since.
It allowed me to be able to start gaining some respect for this woman. She was too young to probably stand up for herself or to have any say-so in it. I was a 13-year-old girl at once. I was a 14-year-old girl at once, and I can't even imagine that. I was probably playing with Care Bears still. I mean, I just can't even imagine what she was going through. But it did change my entire perspective and thought process about where we come from. So after yesterday, when our cousin, your son, told us that our biological mother, Diana, had passed away, of course, my next question was how? What happened?
What happened with your mother is from infancy, your mother started a lifetime of depression. And as she became an adult, the depression came worse. But one day she threatened suicide. And she took all of her depression pills, which were basically muscle relaxers. And she took a wrong turn. She got lost on a logging trail. And by the time they found her, they couldn't reverse it. And it took her. I do believe a big portion of your mom's depression and failure to heal from the depression was the absence of the you girls and the helplessness of ever finding you. And, you know, she still never hesitated to mention your birthdays. And, you know, often we talked about, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if they're in school. I wonder if they're in college. I wonder where they were. Things like that, you know. I believe your mother's character and personality has been misrepresented to you girls completely. I've known your mom since the day she was born, and your mom always was and still is an amazing, wonderful person. And here I think she was around 15. That's when she was coming back from Singapore with her parents.
My parents
They're
told us
from
about Singapore.
I heard that and I thought, well, light bulb, you know, because that's always kind of been a thing in our story that we were told that, you know, these countries over here in Malaysia and that we could potentially have some heritage from that area.
But unfortunately, it's now time to find out who earned a strike. Yesterday, we had quite a wide spread in the time differences. Today, I'll tell you, not the case. Much closer.
Gosh, I hate to say it. I think Team Blue's going to be in last. I've got to say this episode has definitely cemented it for me. I'm pulling for Team Green for this one. I really am. But yeah, and then first, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to really tell. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of things that each team pulled off with different, you know, stuff getting ahead. So I guess.
So if you had a little hiccup, or if you had a big one, that could be the difference between first and worst. The team that finished only 9 minutes over their allotted time and picking up the first place prize. You're lucky you penalized Team Blue, Team Green, because you picked up the first place prize. Congratulations.
2 wins in a row.
Like the Bullseye got a
All
lot
right.
bigger, target-wise on our back after 2 days in a row, first place.
Yeah.
And finishing just 3 minutes behind them. So if you had not picked up that penalty, you might have finished in first place, is Team Blue.
So far, we're staying in second place. We're keeping a good pace, and we're going to come out on top.
I'm sorry, Team Black. I hope you get the strike because it would be so terrible in my to have Team Red have 2 strikes on the second day. Literally, oh my gosh, they'd be 1 strike away from going home for the rest of the season if that happens.
That's our goal. That's our ultimate goal, is to be number 1.
I will tell you that the difference between third and fourth place was 60 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Finishing 16 minutes over their allotted time and safe on this day.
Red
is Team Red. Team Black.
Okay.
You finished just 60 seconds behind. You finished 17 minutes over your allotted time. The journey has many ups and downs, but ultimately the journey leads to family.
Oof.
Consider that. Sleep well tonight, because tomorrow, more family discoveries await, and that's what Relative Race is all about. So if you dream of that. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of Relative Race.
Bye, guys. Good dreams, y'all. Love y'all.
Love you.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 wins and 1 for Team Green. So
that means they're doing all the right things. All right, well, I mean,
is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta keep on keeping
Just
on.
the first one. It's just the first one.
Third and fourth place was 60 seconds. 1 minute.
I told you there. Team Blue's right behind you. Team Blue's right behind you.
They literally were. Oh my gosh. I didn't get a chance to show them about my grandpas, my grandma.
60 seconds? That's wild. 1 minute, 60 seconds.
Tomorrow, speed.
Speeding.
No tickets, just speeding.
Second. Again. Hey, that's better than getting a strike. That's better than getting a strike. That's one more day we're guaranteed in this thing.
JT found another brother.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. This is so awesome for him.
I got to show up for brother.
Yeah. Show
That I met for the first time.
That's a great feeling, man.
Okay. Wow. That was such a good episode. I mean, this one was really emotional. Every single team met a really important relative. A lot of stories were answered today. I was very curious about the twin story, especially because it really is like she just left them there. So it makes a lot more sense. It's very sad what happened to their mother, especially. But I think it's really good that, you know, they have a cousin who was close to their mom and able to really give them more information about her. Great to see that Team Red didn't get 2 strikes. I think that's one of the things I hope every season is, you know, that it's, you know, every team gets a single strike and then every team gets a single strike again. And that way all the teams are there for day 9 and then day 10's a 3-team race. So hopefully none of the teams will end up getting out before like day 5 or something, because that's just no fun. If that does happen, which I think it happened in one season previously, they still will give the information on the relatives for them to meet. And I think they will even follow along for some of the stories. But I would definitely say today cemented it for me that, yeah, I'm definitely pulling Team Green for this season. Even before they won, I mean, they're ahead of the game. So, you know, tomorrow they're going to be able to penalize all the other teams. They all have to stop, whereas Team Green's going to keep going. So 5 minutes could make a huge difference, which we obviously saw today. I mean, last place being a minute difference. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, thank you so much for checking out this video. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also click right about here if you'd like to subscribe. It is completely free to do so. And you can follow me at Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GeneaVlogger. I'm the GeneaVlogger. See you in my next video.